Good morning, dear students. Good morning, dear students.
Good morning.
Okay, can anybody please confirm if you are able to see my presentation as well as me and able to hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. And I hope there are no further students to join. Is it the situation? I repeat, I hope all the students have joined so we can start the class. Can anybody confirm if any student has an issue? I hope nobody has an issue in joining.
No, sir.
Okay, great. So we will start today's class. Okay, so all of you are able to see the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the subject, can anybody tell me what is the subject that we are going to deal?
Electronic circuits analysis.
Okay, fine. Electronic circuits analysis. Right. So before we start, I want my dear students to tell what you are expecting to learn from this course. What you are expecting to learn from this course? Can anybody give me an answer? I repeat, I want my students to answer and tell me what you are expecting to learn from this course. No problem, even if your answer is wrong. I absolutely don't have any problem. Just give an answer.
Analyzing of circuits.
Okay, analyzing the circuits. Fine. Exactly that is what we'll be doing throughout the course. Okay, throughout the course, what we'll do is we will be analyzing electronic circuits. Okay, but why do we need to analyze electronic circuits? What is the reason?
Sir, somebody waiting, sir. Joining, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir. You messaging me, sir.
Okay, I have admitted all, so I think there is no further issue. Okay, fine. So yes, why do we need to? One of your friend has given me the right answer. That is, we will be analyzing electronic circuits. Okay, as the title says, we will be analyzing electronic circuits. So first, why do we need to analyze electronic circuits? See, any subject you study, first understand why you need to study. Okay, then don't just stop by studying the subject. See, it is like this. When you learn something, you have learned a skill. If you don't implement your skill, then your learning will be waste. Okay? I hope this is clear to all my students. It is like this. If you learn something, you have learned a skill, please implement something out of it. Think innovatively. Okay, I know this skill. Now, what I can develop by myself based on the skill that I have. So it is like this. You will be learning to analyze circuits. Okay. What I want to try to say is, see, all the logic in the world, your electronic circuits are able to do. Yes or no? Can anybody answer? Whatever the logic, see, like in your mobile phone. Okay, in your mobile phone, you are entering something. Okay, right? And then you have different applications. Okay, so ultimately what it has, your mobile phone has electronic components inside, right? So what I want to say is, all the logic in the world today, your electronics is able to do. Okay, So what I want my dear students to understand is, if you learn the analysis of electronic circuits, I expect you to think innovatively and based on the real-time requirement, try to develop some novel circuits. Okay, so it is like this. I hope all of you are able to hear me and you will be ready to answer and have an interactive session. Can anybody please answer? I repeat, I want an interactive session. Okay, it is not just I keep on talking and then uh, it's okay. I don't want that. What I want is, I want answers from my dear students. It will be very interesting. Okay, and yeah, there is a concept called as feedback amplifiers. So what it says is, when you have a feedback, then the system is stable. Likewise, when I'm teaching, I want continuous feedback, continuous answers from my dear students, so that we have stable teaching and learning activity. So yeah, uh, can can anyone confirm that you'll be giving answers? I'll be asking very simple questions. It is just a discussion, just a casual discussion. Doesn't matter if your answer is wrong. Can anybody please confirm? Yes. Okay. Great. So, is it clear that if you learn analyzing electronic circuits, you will be able to build any logic that is required? Okay. Is it clear? Are you confident that you can do that? I want answers from my students. Are you confident that, see, first, whatever the mental block is there, that has to clear. Okay. We will analyzing this circuit. Ultimately, the phone has circuits. Okay, it has component circuits. Integrated circuit has transistors and interconnections. Okay, integrated circuit, again there is a circuit, right? Interconnection between different electronic components is ultimately giving us this function. I've just given example of mobile phone. It is the same with your laptops, okay, with your computers and all the electronic items that you are able to use. Okay. So primarily in this course, we will be dealing with analog signals. We will be dealing with analog signals. What do I mean by analog? I mean continuous signals. Okay. So I hope the general idea is clear why we are doing this course. Anybody wants to ask any questions, I would give them time. I repeat, I hope it is clear why we need to analyze the electronic circuits. And if any student has any doubt, please feel free to ask. We will have discussion. Okay, so that the picture is clear what we will be doing in this course. Any doubts? Please ask. Yes, Neha. What is your doubt? Okay, fine. Can I take that nobody has any doubt? I hope it is clear that what I want from you is learn how to analyze electronic circuits, right? And then in real life, if you face any situation, okay, you will use the skills that you learn in this course and solve those situations. Okay. See, any invention is to solve the real-time problem. For example, fan. Okay, fan is to solve the problem of heat. Okay, mobile phone is to solve the problem of communication. You have communication. Say you need to communicate something to a person who is 1,000 miles away. Okay, if you don't have this, you can't. Earlier, it was a problem. Earlier, there were runners or somebody used to go on horse, pass on the message thousands of years ago, right? But now this invention has changed that problem. Okay, So any invention is to solve the real-time problem. Okay. So again, I repeat, I expect my students, after learning the course, they will think innovatively and they solve the real-time problems based on this course. Okay. And yeah, I have earlier taught at KL University. Then also as a researcher, I have taught at BITS Pilani. My students have thought innovatively and they have written journal publications based on whatever they have learned and implemented. And that is absolutely free of cost and that will be useful for you in your entire career. Any interview you go, or if you want to do masters abroad, or I say if you want to do PhD, anything, your publication will be very much useful and I expect that from my students. Okay, so let us go into the units. We have 5 units: multi-stage amplifiers, feedback amplifiers, oscillators, large signal amplifiers, multivibrators. Okay, so basically the main component that we will be dealing with is transistor. Unit 1, we will use transistor and develop multi-stage amplifiers. Unit 2, again we will use transistors to develop amplifiers and then we connect feedback to have better performance of the amplifiers. Next, unit 3, what we do here is, under certain condition, a feedback amplifier will work as an oscillator. That is, if I give positive feedback, then my feedback amplifier will work as an oscillator. That is what we will see in unit 3. Then in unit 4, see it is like this. An amplifier, we have 2 cases: small signal amplifier, large signal amplifier. In small signal amplifier, we assume the transistor characteristics to be linear. It is like this: if I take a larger circle and just a small segment of the circle, I can approximate it to be a straight line. I repeat, I have a large circle, but I don't take the complete circle. I just take a small portion of that circle. Then I can assume that small portion to be a straight line, and that gives me less distortion. This is the same idea behind differentiation. What you do in differentiation, I hope all of you are aware with integration and differentiation maths concept. What you do in differentiation is, you take a curve and you take a small delta x, irrespective of whatever the curve is, because you're taking a small portion, you assume it to be a straight line and then you do the mathematics. So in large signal amplifier, we will consider different cases. We will consider different cases. We have different classes: class A, class B, class AB, and so on. We will see when we go in detail, and there what we actually observe is, based on the swing, based on the signal swing, the classification of the amplifiers is that. Next, we have waveform generators, and then we have multivibrators. In multivibrators, we have monostable, astable, and then what we do there is, monostable will generate square waveform and based on control signal. Then monostable stands for one stable state. Then we have bistable, which stands for two stable states, astable free running oscillator. So basically, we will be dealing with different waveform generation when we go to unit 5. So this is the outline, and the main component that we will be discussing in this course is the transistor. Okay, so yeah. Now, before we go into the details, let us go to the first unit, and then why do we need multi-stage amplifiers? Okay, see for example, why do we need amplifier? Like say an audio amplifier. If I don't amplify the audio signal, then only say maybe 100 people will be able to hear. However, if I use an amplifier and I amplify my voice signal, then thousands of people can hear, right? So this is a simple example of an amplifier. Okay. Now, why do we need multi-stage amplifier? Can anybody give me answer? Very simple. You can just think. Multi-stage means we have different stages of amplifiers. Why do we need multi-stage amplifier? Can anybody give me answer? I hope the question is clear. My question is, I hope everybody understood what is an amplifier. Now, I hope you understand. Most of the topics from the meaning itself you can understand. Amplifier, okay? It amplifies a signal, means it makes a small signal into a larger signal, okay? In simple words, okay? So initially I will be explaining in very simple words. Then as we go into the subject, we'll have more and more details, and that will add complexity to our topics. And in this manner, you can easily understand. Okay. One very important thing that I want all of my students to learn is this subject. Okay. If you follow the lectures continuously, will be very easy. But if you miss the lectures and you would directly go for analyzing the circuits by yourself, okay, it could be very confusing. So I want each and every student to follow the lectures very carefully. Okay. Now, once again, let me go back to the list of units. See, all these topics are interconnected. Okay, all these topics are interconnected. Like in unit 1, we will discuss amplifiers. We will extend that discussion to multi-stage amplifiers. Then unit 2, again we will discuss amplifiers, and then we will see based on the feedback how the amplifier performance is modified. Next, again in oscillators we will have amplifiers, and then in fact oscillators deals with feedback amplifiers. Okay, amplifier, you give feedback, positive feedback will give you oscillation. So all these 3 units are connected. I hope everybody understood. Then again in unit 4, we are dealing with amplifiers, but this time we are dealing with larger signals. We are not amplifying small signals, we are amplifying larger signals. Where you need to amplify larger signals and how that gives higher efficiency, we will see when we go into the details of the unit. Next, again in the 5th unit, we will deal with transistors, interconnection of transistors to generate different waveforms, and then different stable circuits. We will see in unit 5. So, especially unit 1 to 4 are very much connected. Unit 5 connected in a slight manner, so that you have a transistor and then you have waveform generations. Okay. Now, as I have told you, all these 5 units are very much interconnected. If you learn today's class and then revise immediately once the class is over, okay, before you come to the next class, again you have proper revision so that you don't forget what was taught in the previous class. Then the course will be very easy. Otherwise, it will be very difficult even to get past this. Okay, right? So I don't want any of my students to fall into that situation. What I want you to do is, because there is a continuous chain from unit 1 to unit 5, when you learn one topic, before you come to the next class, make sure you revise it thoroughly. And when then you come to the next class, then what you find is you find a very small extension of that, okay, in the next class, and a very small extension of that in the next class, so on, okay, and you will find the course very easy, and that is what I want all of my students to find the course very easy. Okay, so uh, I again come back to my question. Why do we need multi-stage amplifiers? Can anybody give me answer? Just yes, nothing wrong. Okay. See,
To
I,
amplify multi types of signals, different types.
okay, one of your friends says amplifying different type of signals. Okay. Fine. Okay, let us have that. Let us think about it. But yeah, can you justify your answer? Okay. See, the reason I am asking question because see, always you should be in output mode. Nobody wants how much you learned. Okay, how much you learned inside, right? It is not that matters. What matters is what you develop based on your knowledge. What you write on your answer papers is what you are, okay, awarded for. It is not that okay, I have learned entire syllabus, but I didn't write anything. Doesn't mean that you get full marks. Okay, so it is like this: what you give to the society, or what in terms of development, or what you write in your answer paper will be your credit. Okay, so always try to bring answers from inside. Make it a habit. Okay, then what you find is, see, it is like this: study some subject, then first what you do before you study, try to guess what you will learn in this topic, okay, then uh, try to bring out some answers from your side, okay, then compare with the textbook or whatever is available on internet. In this manner you are not following the author, you are going parallelly with the author, okay, you are always at a better position when compared to the others, okay. So always think, don't keep on learning. Okay, multi-stage amplifiers, multi-stage. I have multiple stages. Amplifier. So I am dealing with multiple stages of amplifiers. So why do I need these multiple stages of amplifiers? So this is how you will think each and every topic. Think, okay? Practice thinking, and that is how your brain develops. So I want each and every student to do that. So yeah, I'll give you 1 minute time. Think and give me answer, why do we need multi-stage amplifiers? I want many answers from my students. Okay, I am giving you 2 minutes time. I repeat, I am giving you 2 minutes time. uh, Please think and tell me why we need the multi-stage amplifiers. I repeat, I am giving you 2 minutes time. Think and let me know. I'm coming back.
They are used to increase very weak signals.
Send some information